Howdy, y'all! For today's video, I am going to be making Valentines for the presidents. But not just any of the presidents, the forgotten presidents. And I do know that it's like February 16th when I post this, but I did accidentally sleep through when I was supposed to record the audio because I had to take a Benadryl. My bad, y'all. But we're just gonna pretend like it's February 14th, okay? Now, the reason I'm making Valentine's was I was thinking about the presidents, like I always do, and then I was like, I should make them Valentines. Then I had to decide who to make them for. And I was thinking, like, George Washington and JFK, they probably get like thousands of Valentines every year from their doting fans. But how many Valentines does William McKinley get? Probably like none. So I am going to make them for the presidents who are forgotten about. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get crafty now. Starting off strong, this Valentine is for Franklin Pierce. Franklin was our 14th president from 1853 to 1857. One of the things he is best known for was helping to kickstart the Civil War by getting the Kansas-Nebraska Act passed. For each president, I wanted to theme their Valentine after something interesting about them. For Franklin's, I decided to go off a rumor that was spread during his presidency, which is that he ran over an old lady on his horse while drunk. Would you guys believe that? Comment down below. For his message, I decided to write, "Quit horsing around with my feelings and be my Valentine. XOXO Madeline." And I think he will at least let out a little chuckle of amusement when he reads my Valentine. Next up, we have a Valentine for Benjamin Harrison. Benjamin was our 23rd president from 1889 to 1893. Benji is known for modernizing the Navy, conserving forests, promoting civil rights, creating U.S. relations with Central America, and he also passed the Sherman Antitrust Act, which the Monopoly Man was definitely not happy about. He was also sandwiched in between Grover Cleveland. For Benjamin's Valentine, I am basing it on his nickname, which was the Human Iceberg. He was called this because his personality was very stiff, cold, and formal. For him, I am writing, "I know you're a chill guy, but you are not too cool to be my Valentine. Love, Madeline." And I think he will just look at me with dead eyes when he reads my Valentine, but I know deep down he appreciates it. Oh yeah, another fun fact about Benjamin was that he married his dead wife's niece. What a freak! This one is for Chester Alan Arthur. Chester was our 21st president from 1881 to 1885. Chester is known for passing the Chinese Exclusion Act, Chester, and creating the civil service system. He also completely renovated the White House because he refused to move in until the place was up to his standards. What a diva. For Chester, he was known as Elegant Arthur because he was very fashionable and he would always change his outfits throughout the day. He was reported to own 80 pairs of pants, which was a lot for the 1880s and even a lot for today. I wrote for him, "Despite how many pants you own, I'll always be the perfect pair for you. Yours truly, Madeline." I think he will jump for joy and maybe even say yippee when he reads my Valentine. Our next president is Rutherford Burchard Hayes. Rutherford was our 19th president from 1877 to 1881. Rutherford is known for ending the Reconstruction period, promoting education, restoring power to the executive branch, and strengthening the Republican Party. He also had major beef with a representative named Roscoe Conkling. What kind of name is that? For Rutherford, I based his note on the telephone. Hayes had the first telephone installed in the White House by Alexander Graham Bell himself, and his phone number was number 1. That's right, I liked his phone number. I wrote, "You can call me on your telephone because I'll always be your number 1. XO Madeline." I think he will nod with approval when he reads my Valentine. Here we have Martin Van Buren. Martin was our 8th president from 1837 to 1841. Martin is known for being the president under the Panic of 1837, being anti-slavery, you go girl, and fighting over the US-Canada border with Great Britain. For Martin, I based his on the word okay. One of Van Buren's nicknames was Old Kinderhook because he was from Kinderhook, New York. During his campaigns, his fans would abbreviate Old Kinderhook to OK, and then the phrase took off into what it is today from there. So the next time you write an O and a K, think of Martin Van Buren. His Valentine says, "It is A-OK to let me be your Valentine. Lots of love, Madeline." I also apologize for calling him ugly in my rankings from hot to not. I think he will take my Valentine, but I don't think he's going to accept my apology. Now it's time for Warren Gamaliel Harding. Warren was our 29th president from 1921 to 1923. He didn't even make it to one term. He is best known for the Teapot Dome scandal that tarnished his legacy. Don't have shady friends, guys. Having many extramarital affairs, and overall just being a weak leader. The thing about Warren was that he loved to drink, despite prohibition and despite even being the president of the United States. In fact, he was often intoxicated while on the job and would serve alcohol to his guests. He sure loved his bootleg whiskey. I think an important lesson we can learn from Harding is to not let anyone stop you from doing what you love. I wrote to him, "Let's drink to a happy Valentine's Day. Fortunately, it's not prohibited to steal my heart. Call me, Madeline." I think he wouldn't know what to think about this message, but he would lean more positively towards it. Our final forgotten president is William McKinley. William was our 25th president from 1897 to 1901. He is most known for being president during the Spanish-American War and putting protective tariffs over American goods, deeming him Napoleon of protection. For William's theme, I chose his assassination. I know that sounds messed up, and it is, but I have to work with what I got, okay? McKinley was shaking hands with people at the Buffalo, New York Pan-American Expo when a crazed anarchist man shook his hand and fired at his abdomen twice. Fortunately, McKinley died over a week later. For his Valentine, I wrote, "With me, it'll only take one shot to get to your heart. Love you lots, Madeline." I think he would either take offense to this Valentine or laugh it off. And here we have all of my Valentines for the forgotten presidents. Wow. Of course, I did not forget about the other ones, and maybe next year I'll make Valentines for them too. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun creating the personalized messages for each of the presidents. Now I'm going to get an Ouija board and contact these guys so I can deliver their Valentines.